Looking into the sun, which tries to blind our eyes. Oh, we're dancing forever under the beautiful skies.
Somewhere over the ocean, a spark just to ignite. I'm stuck in my hometown, waiting for your reply.
All I see is darkness, there's no sound, only silence.
You could change everything tonight. This is a chance to do something right. Something right. This is a chance to do something right.
Hello Virgo, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 29th of August until the 4th of September 2016. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the King of Swords. This card is a symbol of intellectual power and authority, and has the courage and intellect to accomplish all that he desires. He represents judgment, command, and rulership. His character indicates the stern leadership of a judge, lawyer, or military commander whose emotions must be kept in check under the pressure of battle. Therefore, the King of Swords asks you to remain detached and objective in a specific situation, in order to ascertain the truth and seek out only the facts. You need to use your intellect to prove your point and succeed. Your education and experience are important, but so are your day-to-day observations and thoughts. You can also solve problems by using history, rules, laws and diplomacy. The King of Swords suggests that you need to adopt a very stern but fair role. You have clarity of mind and can perceive the truth right now, so you must take the lead with providing an objective point of view. You are well positioned to judge your situation appropriately and identify the limiting behaviors that are getting in the way. This is a time when you need to leave emotions out of it, and remain as objective and rational as possible. You may need to reason with others and be quite direct about what you are observing. You may be concerned that you are not being particularly caring or sympathetic, but at this point in time, this detachment is what is needed most. This card also encourages you to use your logic and intellect to navigate your path ahead. You will need to get to the heart of the matter, make firm and well-researched decisions, and ensure that you are firm but fair in your dealings with others. You need to be able to take any situation, look at it with total impartiality, and then come to a decision that is both fair and insightful. Oftentimes, the King of Swords represents a professional advisor, such as a solicitor or attorney, financial advisor or taxation consultant. This advisor has a solid reputation and a vast amount of knowledge in his particular field, and will provide you with objective, well-researched advice about your own situation. He is completely impartial, and will draw upon his experience and his innate knowledge of the rules, systems and structures that are in place. He may come across as detached or disinterested in your personal circumstances, unless it relates specifically to the type of advice he is giving you. This is so that he can provide only the most relevant and objective advice to you. He prides himself in his expertise and qualifications, and is likely to charge a high fee for his services. Nonetheless, he offers the rigor and specialist knowledge that you need right now. If you have not engaged the help of an expert, The appearance of the King of Swords suggests that it may be worthwhile getting some legal or financial advice. If you are expecting changes or particular circumstances to arise that will require expert advice, you can be on the front foot by seeking advice before they happen. That way, when they do roll through, you are ready to demand your rights and seek an outcome that benefits you. You may also benefit by finding an advocate or mentor who will look out for your needs and who can provide you with objective and smart advice about what to do. This king is also a man of the highest ethical standards. It is impossible to corrupt him, and as such he acts as a pillar of strength who gives sound advice to everyone, no matter who they are. What is more, he firmly expects others to operate by the rules of the law and will not tolerate others who break the law. As a father, for example, he will become very angry if his children do not follow the house rules. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Three of Wands. This card indicates that your plans are now well underway and you are starting to consider even more opportunities to expand your current plans and maximize the potential of your future. Everything is progressing steadily as expected, thanks to your solid planning and ongoing motivation to persist. The Three of Wands indicates opportunities to expand your horizons, through study, travel, business enterprise and learning. You need to become more aware of the opportunities that exist for you right now, as there may be more than you are aware of. To best see and take advantage of them, you must concentrate, cooperate and remain open-minded. You may be more aware that your best opportunities lie outside of your current environment, so it is time to think big. Consider what you can do to open doors for yourself and create more development and self-exploration opportunities. It also signifies the changes and challenges that are up ahead and that are associated with expanding your horizons and entering new territories. Given the man in this card can see far ahead of himself, then you are likely to already be aware of the upcoming changes and challenges and can prepare for them ahead of time. This card is also about embracing change and adopting a longer-term view. It indicates you are in a position of strength as you control what happens around you. Thus, this is a card of vision and foresight and looking for greater possibilities. You are being encouraged to become a visionary and to dream beyond your current limitations. Now is the time to accept your vision and be confident that you will achieve it. Move fearlessly into new areas. Given the expanse of the water in the card, the Three of Wands often depicts travel. This card encourages you to think big in terms of where you want to travel to and what you will discover along the way. This card sees you traveling over water to a faraway country, where you will then have the opportunity to fully develop yourself and learn many new things. I see this as a wonderful card of opportunity that encourages you to be bold and take this leap of faith to truly develop who you are. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Ten of Wands. This card reflects that you have taken on a heavy burden. You are unnecessarily holding on to this burden when you do not need to. If you are feeling weighed down by your present circumstances, look at different ways you can lighten the load. Can you delegate certain tasks and responsibilities? Are you worrying about matters that do not concern you or cannot be changed? Do not become a martyr and take on more than you can realistically handle. If you are going through a challenging time, then this card indicates that this time will soon pass and you will feel less of a burden weighing on your shoulders. You may be actively identifying those activities that do not bring you any value in your life, and you are starting to release yourself from these unnecessary responsibilities. You may even be going through a purging process. clearing out old clothes and selling old furniture, in order to declutter and simplify your life. You will benefit from better organization and prioritization at this time. Sometimes, the Ten of Wands also indicates that you are avoiding responsibility and making it even more difficult for others who must take on your share. Thus, the saying, "You have made your bed, now lie in it," is very appropriate for this card. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Ace of Cups. This card represents the beginning of love, happiness and compassion. It can indicate the start of a new relationship, be it a friendship or a romance. This is one of those relationships where you feel butterflies in your stomach and you are so pleased to have met someone with whom you can share a special connection. The water in the card reflects the flow of emotion, and thus the Ace of Cups suggests that positive emotion and energy will be created between two people in a way that leaves you feeling good about yourself and life in general. You need to experience the feeling of new love or of giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level and open your heart to what is around you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. This card often means that love is the essence of the situation. It may or may not be romantic love. Look for ways in which you can begin to connect with others. Do you have someone to forgive, or do you want to ask for forgiveness? Can you set aside your anger and find peace? Would you like to drop your reserve and let your feelings show? This is a peaceful time in your life, so use it and make peace with friends or yourself. The Ace of Cups is also about creative expression, particularly where there is an opportunity to allow your emotions to shine through. You are very open to experiencing your inner feelings and sharing them with others. You may be inspired to start a new creative project, take up an art class or two, or even engage in interpretative dance. You are at that point in your life where you feel comfortable with who you are and what you feel, and you are not afraid to express that part of yourself to others. You see new potential in allowing your creative juices to flow, and as such, you are open to new possibilities and stimulating your imagination to allow your talent to unfold. There is certainly a generous, compassionate component to the Ace of Cups. This is a time of giving, not taking, and offering yourself to a new opportunity to help others. You have the power to bring great happiness to others and to share your contentment and positive energy. You will also find that the more you give, the more you receive on multiple levels. The Ace of Cups often points to fertility. From a very literal point of view, this means that the Ace of Cups can indicate conception, pregnancy or birth. Moreover, it can also represent the beginning of a project in which a great deal of loving and creative energy is invested. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Queen of Pentacles. This card sees you becoming very consumed in your work. You may be placing your career before your family or your relationships, and this is having a detrimental impact. Of course, this may be okay on a temporary basis, but you need to assess its long-term impact. To rebalance your life, you may find a release by returning to a favorite nature spot and allowing yourself to take in this fresh, natural energy. This card can also suggest that you are feeling worried about whether you can be financially independent, while also still maintaining your family connections. You may be concerned that if you invest in your career or financial well-being, you might not have enough energy to invest in your family. Sometimes, you just cannot do everything and you will need to make some choices. You may also find that you become a bit of a homebody and somewhat isolated from others. If so, you need to fight this urge and keep in touch with your friends and family, as they will be a great help and support to you. Sometimes, The Queen of Pentacles may also suggest that your tendency to mother those you care about is actually becoming more like smothering. Your intentions are good in that you love to cook, clean, nurture and care for those around you, but there may be a point at which you need to let others be accountable for their own upkeep. You cannot always be the one doing the laundry or cooking the dinner. Sometimes you need to step back and let others take on the load. Similarly, you may reach a point where you are investing so much time looking after others that you find you are neglecting yourself. Again, step back and let others take on some of the household responsibilities. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Seven of Wands. This card indicates a challenge to the continued success of a venture or creative project from an external source. While it appears to block your path forward, you can overcome this challenge or obstacle by drawing upon your strong self-confidence, self-belief and continual self-improvement. It can also be overcome with effort and clarity of purpose. The Seven of Wands is also about holding your ground, despite ongoing challenges to your position and authority. You need to take a stand and defend your position at all costs. This will take courage and persistence, but you have the strength and determination to do it. You see yourself as a battler, and no matter what the challenge, you still have it in you to stand up for yourself and fight to the end. So, although you are experiencing a number of setbacks at the moment, you need to continue fighting for what you believe in and confronting others who may oppose or threaten you. There needs to be acceptance with this card that you are not always going to be able to win everyone over. There will always be challenges and opposition to your point of view, and you cannot keep everyone happy all of the time. Thus, now is the time to draw your line in the sand, and say, this is who I am and this is what I need right now. There cannot be any compromise or negotiation at this time, just hold your ground with determination and courage. Literally, this card can also indicate that you will be required to give a speech or write a paper on a contentious or highly debated issue. You will need to be ready to defend your argument and present hard facts that support your point of view. Expect to be challenged, but enjoy this challenge as it will help you to create an even more robust argument. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Queen of Autumn. Consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone and cannot wait to swoop in to save the day. She is generous and giving and loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxurious and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her, and she'd certainly love to give it a try. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is form and function, dearie. Form and function. Her tastes are also expensive. Very expensive. She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money, because she spends it like crazy, and she tends to marry well. The Queen of Autumn sits on her throne. She may appear inactive, but magic swirls around her. The rabbit by her side symbolizes the prosperity and creativity at her command. Additional meanings of this card: the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensible, a love of gardening, a wonderful parent.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.